Hey YouTube, Guys here, back at it again. Today I'm gonna show you how to fix this infamous issue with this Land Rover LR4 or Discovery. Even the LR3 has this issue where the back door won't open, the back tailgate. So if you come to the back and let's say I unlock my car, you can hear it unlock and everything. But when you go to open, you can hear it trying to open, but it won't open your door, which is super mega annoying. But today I'm gonna at least show you how to open it and then show you the issue where you can then fix it. We're gonna have to come from the inside. It's a super hot day, so it's gonna be super annoying, but it has to be done. So I'm gonna show you how to open that. So here we go. Okay guys, so the first thing you're going to do is get as much space as possible from the back, because it's really uncomfortable if you're a big guy. But go ahead and fold everything up and get back there, because we're gonna work on that back wall. So do that real quick. You probably know how to fold everything up, so just do that and then let me show you what you have to do. Okay guys, so I'm in the back of the car and this is what we have to remove, and this is your goal, and this will be the hardest thing you probably do for this job. So we need to remove this carpet here from this trim right there, which is inside, and once we remove the trim we can work in there. So what I'm using is I'm using this flathead. As you can see the tip how it is. I didn't do that, it was just like that because I guess over time. But whatever hook you have, I tried this guys, because I kind of tried already so I can show you guys, but I tried this ones and they're just too small, too thin, they're not strong enough. But with this it kind of worked, and I put it back in so I can show you. But I came in here, I put the flathead in there, and then I just hooked it up like this, and boop, there you go. You can do it with a regular flathead as well probably, but now that you're here, see, now that I'm there, I'm gonna go ahead and keep popping and popping and popping. But your main goal is to, let's see, there we go. So your main goal is to just pop the carpet out of the trim all around. So just so I can show you, I just did it with one hand, so it's kind of easy if you think about it, I guess, if you have a tool, hopefully a little bit hooked like this. But just go ahead and do that, and then let me show you what you have to do next. Okay guys, so now that I popped everything, as you can see, there's a couple of clips. So I want to show you this because this is going to help. There's one clip right there, there's another one right here, there's one right here, and two right there, as you can see. So I think what really helped me was luckily getting right in the right spot where the clip was, because if you were to do it in the middle and pull back, the clips will hold it in and it will be kind of hard. But if you do it right where the clip is, if you put your flathead right where the clip is, so either right here or right here or right here, and then you pull back, then it's gonna pop up the clip, and once you pop up the clip, then you have all this space. So go ahead, I just wanted to show you this. Go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna show you what you have to do next. All right guys, so now that you open all this, and as you can see I'm in the jungle now. No, I parked in the shade because I was dying. Okay, so now that you open this, I'm gonna show you how to open this real quick without any tools required. So come in here, I removed this cover. See this little plastic? I just took it off, rip it off. You don't need that, don't worry about it. So just rip that off and you can see inside. And I'm sorry there's a bad angle, but this is all I can do, but this is all you need. So you can see this wire. Let me see, let me show you. You see this wire? This one right here? There we go. So this wire right here, right behind this panel, you'll feel the metal wire. And all you have to do is pull it, so you can pull and unlock this up here. Obviously, you can't really pull from this position. So what I'm gonna do is, what I did is I just push it down. So just kind of, yeah, there you go. Push it down, and then you can open this. Whew. And I just did it with one hand. So there you go. Now that opens that, thank God. So yeah, let me see if I can, there's no way I can show you this, but just come down there, right behind this, inside of this hose, there's a wire. And then that wire comes out there, you just push it down to where you can pull it basically. Basically you're pulling it from that side, and that's where it unlocks, I believe, from up here, from right here, I guess. But anyways, you just have to push it down. And I'm gonna show you again. I just did it with one hand, and I'm sorry it's a bad angle, but just touch the wire. And what I did was I just pushed it down really hard. So basically the wire's like this, and I just pushed it down, and by pushing it down, it kind of pulled both sides, and it unlocked this door. You can hear the click, and the door will automatically open. Now that you open that, you can open this. If you didn't have any issues with that, you just press the button and it opens. If you couldn't open that for whatever other reason, then I'm gonna show you the mechanism where it is. But just go ahead and open this, and I'm gonna try and fix that issue. I'm gonna try and see what it is, and I'm gonna try and tell you what it is. But now that you open this, now you can work on it, and now you have space. So let me show you what to do next. Okay guys, so now to remove this cover, we're gonna have to remove this, and I already did one side just so I can show you how to do it, but it's very easy. Get your flathead. If it's a thinner flathead, the better, but this is kind of thick, but it's okay, and I'm doing it with my left here. But just come in here to the back, and what you want to do is push this forward. Do this and kind of prior in there, you push it up like this. As you can see now, it's kind of up, and then just a little bit more. You don't have to take it off, but just a little bit more. Then you bring your door a little bit up to release the pressure, and then you can just pop it out of here, just like that. You can let it go, stick it there, come back here, and you can now have to remove this, at least one side, I guess. But it's a size 13 or a half an inch, and just turn it, and then, man, my hands are gonna get dirty. But go ahead and spin it off. And then once you take it off, then you're gonna be able to lift this up. So go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna show you what you have to do next. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Go ahead and take this one off as well. I'm sorry for all this misinformation, but go ahead and take this off as well. So take out both of them so you can take out this dumb plastic. All right, guys, so now that I took off the plastic and I have all this space, just trash, just throw it out there. I have all this space. This is the problem that I'm having. If your issue is with this button, well, these two are actually actuators, like powered actuators, and the wires come through there. And I'm just telling you this in case that's your issue. You can kind of know what you're doing, but all the wires coming there, then they split both ways. They come in here, they plug in. You can't really see. They plug in there, and whenever you push the button, this should happen. Okay? So if this is your issue, this door is not opening, then you know what the problem is this little actuator. There's nothing else that can be wrong unless you're actually not having any power at all. But if you can hear the noise, I guess, and one side is opening, then that's your little actuator. This one is easy. This one, you're gonna have to take the speaker off, which I'm not gonna do that, but it's probably obviously behind here. And now for this guy, I'm gonna go ahead and open this and kind of see what it is and kind of try and fix it really nice and cheap way. But let me go ahead and remove this. I believe it's a size 7, but just read this little note right here. This is the actual size, and then I'll let you know what you have to do next. So here we go. All right, guys, this is a size 8, and this is size 8 as well. This just has to loosen it up a little bit, and then you can slide it down and bring it out. And this one you'll have to, actually, you don't even have to take that off. I think it is this one. The whole thing will slide off. But let me go ahead and try this out. Let me take this one out. Yeah, this one is holding it. So go ahead and remove this too. This one you don't have to remove it, just looks like that. And then this one, take it off. And then I'm gonna be able to move this and show you what else you have to do. Here we go. Okay guys, so I removed the part. What I did is, this should be back there, but what I did is I just unplugged it real quick. And then I brought it to the front so that we can see it. And then I'm plugging it back in just so I can show you what the issue with this car is. When you press the button, go ahead and press it. See what happens? Press it again. When you press the button, this is supposed to pull. So this is the wire that I was telling you that I pushed down, and when you push down, it pulled this. Basically what you have to do is this. So when you push down, it pull that. So this is the button that you have to push, the wire that you have to pull. But anyway, when you push the button, this is supposed to pull this. The problem is it's not pulling it enough. This thing is not strong enough, this actuator. So this is what you have to replace. I wish there was another way. Maybe I can kind of mess with it, but replace this. If you're from the motherland, this is probably very cheap. Here in the States, it's probably expensive. But I'm gonna see if I can find it on Amazon. If so, I'm gonna put a link in the description where you can buy this little part. This is the part number. I'm also gonna put it on the description so you can have an idea. But this is what you have to replace. To replace it, it will be easy. You just remove these 2 screws right here, which are probably Torx. obviously, because it's not from the States. And just once you remove those 2 screws, this will come out. I'm not gonna take it out right now because I don't have the part. But now you know, guys, this is how it works. This is the issue. Replace this little actuator. You can plug it back in. This goes underneath. Very easy. You didn't even have to remove this one either, this screw right here, because once you just loosen it up, it slides down. So the whole thing slides down. So that's nice. But go ahead and remove. And then to remove this is very easy. Just pull this out. To remove this is very easy. Just you have to push this out. Just put a flathead to push this little pins in the inside, and you can pull this wire out. But that's it, guys. The problem is this is not pulling this hard enough. That's your actuator. Check the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. This is an infamous fix. Everybody has this issue if you own this vehicle. Obviously, in the States, it's not that popular, but I'm sure motherland, you guys really love these cars. So thanks for watching. Take care. Like and subscribe. Hey guys, quick update. I actually bought the part on Amazon. It was under $40, which was amazing. I wasn't expecting that, but it comes with this cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it. I just wanted to show you the part. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this cover just in case it goes bad again. I'll be able to just open it the way I opened this one. So see, this one doesn't have this cover, and hopefully the one you have on your car doesn't have this cover either. But I'm gonna remove this. It's a Torx T15, 2 screws. Remove those 2. Take out this cover, and then to plug and play, just remove this and put that. And that's it, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.